Crawford to do. If they don't, let me say this one last: if they don't give him $100 million, if you don't hear them giving him $100 million, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening. Are those your words or is those Crawford's words?
Them is Crawford's words.
Ooh.
And there is Bernie the Boxer, longtime friend and team Crawford, has revealed that Terence Crawford is giving Turki Al-Sheikh for the rematch an ultimatum. Pay me $100 million or there will be no fight. Let me counterpunch. Here's the strange thing. That's exactly what Canelo Alvarez is demanding, $100 million for the rematch. And that's what he demands. So the question is, who do you award this $1 million, or should I say $100 million number to, the winner or the loser? And of course, Terence Crawford should get what he wants, especially if that's the same number that the loser is wanting to fight him. This is what I think should happen. I think that they should treat this exactly like Usyk Fury, or should I say Fury Usyk. Okay? Usyk took the less amount of money in the first fight only to get the most of the money in the second. They just pretty much switched. So I don't think this is too much of a difficult ultimatum or a difficult ask of Terence Crawford because he's the winner. He proved everyone wrong that night, except me, because I knew he would win, because he's just that good. But he proved a lot of people wrong that night. Let me rephrase. And he did so with everything that he believed in. Now, I'll say this. Canelo Alvarez, if he doesn't get the $100 million, I think that should be the question to ask. Would he take the rematch if he's asking for $100 million? Because, of course, it's Canelo that called for the rematch because there is a rematch clause in the contract. Okay, so this is contractual. So he's demanding $100 million. Terence is demanding $100 million. So the question is, who should get it? And of course, by default, it should be Terence Crawford. And I am curious to know what Canelo would do if he was offered the same amount of money Terence Crawford was given on the first fight. Would he have the same type of enthusiasm for fighting Terence Crawford again? That's the question you ask yourself. Because I think at this point, Canelo, I don't see him beating Terence in a rematch. I just don't see it. I don't care about the injury. I don't care about anything else. I don't see him beating Terence Crawford in a rematch. I don't. In fact, I think that fight will go worse. However, I will say this. Him asking for that type of money only screams payday. Payday. Okay? That's all this is a payday. Because you want a rematch, but you're going to ask for that much money being the loser on this end. I find that very, very strange. He's trying to get paid because I don't think he feels that he'll beat Terence Crawford. He may do better, maybe. I'm not sure. I think Terence beats him more. That's my honest opinion, just based on the first fight. But based on that press conference, that post-press conference, and he was saying like, hey, everything Terence Crawford did was good. Everything was bothering me. The speed, the power, the size, the durability, everything was bothering me. The ring IQ, it was all bothering me. So there was nothing about Canelo that showed me that he would even want a rematch. But now that he wants one and he's asking for that type of money, screams, payday. So I don't think it's about him challenging himself. I think it's about, hey, if he loses again, he still walks away with $100 million for his last fight, because I don't think people would want to see Canelo after that. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, his fan base is vast. So I hope that's the case, because a loss shouldn't define you to that degree. It should just catapult the fighter that beat you. So everyone's, not everyone, but a lot of people are looking at Canelo as not being good. No, that's not the point. He is very good. He's just not that great of a fighter like the fighter that beat him, Terence Crawford. So I think the fight should happen. People should get what they want, that deserved to get what they want. Terence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez, so he deserves the $100 million. And if Turkey doesn't want to give it to him, well, okay, that's fine. And if I'm Terence Crawford, I would stand on my square and move on with the rest of my career. Unless he pisses Turkey off, and then Turkey could gladly release him from the contract that he signed, right? But that also means there's other fights that probably won't happen, like the winner of Lara and Zenebek, which is coming on next weekend. I will go live for that fight. Okay, so we may not get that if Terence decides to leave, but I do understand if he retires, why he retired. Okay, because you should honor the winner. Honor the winner, honor the victor, and respect the true success of talent. But you guys tell me what you think of Terence Crawford demanding Turki Al-Sheikh $100 million or no fight, according to Bernie the Boxer. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.